Alright, so what's good, y'all? It's another one of these gems I'm dropping. Mr. Say So TV, Kelzo Gang. Alright, so I'm back with another Q&A. Like I said, I'm going to be doing these periodically. And I did get a lot of them. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out 5 real quick. So stay tuned and fuck with your boy. Alright, so now number 1 is, do I or would I ever start a Onlyfans? The answer to that is hell no. Okay? I am not into recording and putting it up. I don't believe in doing that shit for money. I don't need to do that shit for money. No, hate or no, diss or to anybody who does do that. I don't judge nobody. Get it how you live. Do your thing. But nah, me personally, nah, never. Y'all will never have to expect that out of me. I ain't with that shit. Never have, never will. And yeah. Very thankful I don't have to do shit like that for a profit. Like, straight up. And now, number 2. Will I ever add my boyfriend to my channel? So that is something that I may do later on down the line. I'm glad that I started on my own though, so that if I do ever add anyone at the end of the day, this is my shit. And because I do see I was against that at first because I'm very private. I actually do not like my relationship in the forefront. I don't like people commenting on my business or what their opinions is on my business and shit like that, because I know that it don't matter. But I do know, like, he even mentioned that too, like he was like, we would hella crack if we was to get on some couple shit like that, like on a couple's YouTube or something. And I know we would, because he's fine as fuck, I'm fine as fuck. We both masculine. There's a lot of reasons why I could see us doing really big on here if we was to do that, but nah, I'm just not into that. Oh shit, hold on. But yeah, I'm just not into that right now. But later on down the line, maybe. I just need to get more comfortable with it. And with him, because another thing, as comfortable and secure as we are, I've seen a lot of YouTube couples do that shit, and they add their boyfriend in their channel, or they start their channel with their dude, and they get all these people looking up to them, and then they break up and all that. I ain't trying to be one of them at all. So it may very well happen, but right now I can't say it's in the near future, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. So you just gotta stay tuned. All right. Now, number 3. Do the straight men I turn out ever douche before I fuck them? I assume that they don't. Also, a lot of people do not know, but there's this myth about straight dudes not being clean or them being dirty. And that is a myth. I'm trying to tell you right now, like, the hoodest nigga that be walking around sagging, ass be clean as fuck. Like, I honestly believe that it has a lot to do with the tightness of it. Like, real tight booty just does not, like, it squeezes everything out. So there's really not much in it. There's not really nothing in there. It's the guys that be getting ran through, that booty holes be gaped open from dicks, that be really needing a douche because they shit is flowing. They got an open flow. So that's why they have a more ability. Their tissues and their walls is not as tight or as strong as they was. So that's why I think dudes like that have to douche a lot. But like niggas who ain't never really been fucked, they don't have to douche because they don't have anything in them because they so tight. So, yeah, that's a fucking myth, like, for real. I hear that a lot, and that's how I can kind of gauge, like, oh, you's a bottom, or you ain't really topping these niggas that be straight, or no real straight dudes, because, yeah, that ain't the case, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Now, number 4. Are more guys interested in me now that I have a boyfriend? I wouldn't say more. The same guys that were before him are still there. Of course, new ones. I don't pay attention to it though, so I don't much really realize the difference because I always get a lot of attention, honestly. So I don't think it's more because I don't see it. I'll just put it that way. All right, number 5. I might do a bonus one, but number 5 is, do I feel more emotionally connected to women or men? That comment was left on the video I remember about the last Q&A video about how I would rather marry a man or whatever. So they asked, do I feel more emotionally connected to women or men? So what I will say is that I've felt more emotionally connected to by women, but I feel more of a cohesiveness with men because that's where my effort is going. So it's not necessarily about women or men are better with emotions. Of course, I feel like women are better with emotions, but because I put most of my attention towards the men, then it may seem to me as if I have a better connection with men, but that's just because that's what I've done more. Whatever you feed more inside of you is going to be the more that you get from or that you understand. So that's what I would say. But definitely, I think that you will vibe with women way more easily just because they are way more, like, easier to talk to and shit like that. So I wouldn't say that it's bigger on either side. I feel like people just really do connect with me anyway because I'm just such a real nigga and I'm so transparent and shit. So I connect with anybody. I don't really have a hard time connecting as far as like just on a platonic level and shit like that. But if you're talking about a relationship, yeah, it's about where you put your energy at. So that's where you're going to get more out of it. So in my case, it's been with a man. So yeah. And the last one is, the question was how to tell if someone's a top, bottom, reverse. And I don't think I want to answer this on here because I think I want to make a video about that one. Straight up. But I'll put on a couple of hints real quick. So one way to tell if somebody is not a top is easy. Because all you got to do is ask them. Flat out. Whenever you ask a top, one thing I know about tops, when you ask them how they get down or what their position is, they immediately say top. And that's because we confident about that shit. See, it's the bottoms and the verse dudes that they be all shameful and shit to speak their truth. They don't like to brag about or boast about what their position is because they already feel judged and they already feel etc. You know what I'm saying? So that's one way to tell a top, okay? 2, another way to tell the top is if he doesn't mind his family knowing his sexual position, because I just recently found out through a versatile homie that he was like, his cousin or his brother asked him what his position was, And he was like, that was inappropriate. He should have been asking that and all this other shit. I don't think Tops would have that response. So that's why I said that. Like, Tops, we proud about our shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, because I was just like, why didn't you just tell him? I'm like, but then I was like, oh, it's because you be getting fucked. Okay, like, so yeah, that's a way to tell a top. Another way to tell a way to tell a bottom or a verse dude. I can't tell you how to tell verse and bottoms apart. I can just tell you bottoms to tops. Okay, so bottoms and verse dudes, the way you can sniff them out is if you ever hear them say anything about too many bottoms or bottoms this or bottoms that. Like, if you be like, hey, let's go out to so-and-so club tonight, and they be like, I ain't trying to be up in there with all them bottoms type shit, that's a versatile dude or a bottom, because no top would ever say, oh, there's too many bottoms or all these bottoms. So, yeah, that's the way to tell verse dudes and bottoms. And another way, I mean, there's many ways, y'all, but I would say don't assume that somebody's a top because they masculine or tall with facial hair, etc., because they can very well be bottoms. And do not assume that a bottom, just because the dude is feminine, that he's a bottom, because they can be tops too, or versatile. So don't judge it based off of their persona. Don't judge it off of their mannerisms or their size, their height, what kind of clothes they wear, none of that. If you're looking at the exterior, ignore all that shit when you talking about sexual positions. You still gonna ask the nigga what his position is, because you cannot tell based off those things, just straight up. All right, and I'm trying to think another sign that I've seen. Oh, I will say one way to sniff out verse dudes alone, like single out if he's versatile. If he ever says anything about, there's two ways. One, if you talking to him and you trying to get to know him or whatever, and you ask him what he want to be on, and he say it's whatever, it's like everything is, or he says it's whatever you want, like, be like, how you get down or what you trying to do, and they be like, yeah, it's whatever you want to do. Like, that's a verse dude to me. And then another way to sniff out a verse dude is if they say anything on the lines of, oh, masculine, dominant personality, they'll let you fuck. But then if they see like a fat ass or somebody that's like a little bit more flamboyant, and they'll be like, they want to fuck them, like, how can I put this? Like, if a dude's like fucking with you because you masculine, right? And he's like, yeah, I'll let you fuck because you masculine or whatever. That's a verse dude. They go off of what they look at people as or what they see them fit as, and that's how they go off of that. Because for me, as a top, if I'm attracted to masculine dudes, it wouldn't matter because you were bigger than me, more masculine than me, taller than me, none of that. I'm still trying to smash. Like, you know what I'm saying? So a verse dude will bend back and forth based on what the nigga is. Like, versatile dudes go off of what the other motherfucker is. You know what I'm saying? A top is going to want to fuck you regardless of how big or small you are. And a bottom is going to want to get fucked by you, period. You know what I'm saying? So verse dudes, that's how you could tell a verse dude. If they judge based on the character, what they assume this person's what this person's sexual position is, they assume it based on what they would allow the person to do to them subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I guess I could have thrown that one on there. You know, that ain't a whole video worthy anyway. So yeah, that's it for this one. Because Kelzo say so. I will see y'all on the next one next week. There's a lot of new shit ideas I got coming for this channel, so y'all definitely. Oh, and like my shit too. I just realized that helps YouTube with the algorithm to get it to more people. So start liking my videos more, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Just help a nigga out and like them videos. And I will see y'all on the next one.